All right, we're going to implement a stack using queues. So we're going to do a 2 queue implementation and a single queue implementation. So let's just do the double queue implementation first. So we'll just create our 2 queues. Q1 equals new array DQ. And same thing, we got to do the same thing, just create a second queue. Q2 equals new array DQ. Cool. We have our 2 queues, and so Q1 is going to be the main queue that's serving as our stack, and Q2 is going to be like a temporary storage holder, if that makes sense. So let's just do the easy methods really quick. So for pop, we're going to do turn Q1.pull. So the first thing in our queue is the top of the stack, and now we do return Q1.peak for the top method, and for empty, we just do return Q1.isEmpty. Okay, so now for this push method, we just want to insert this element X into the front of our Q1 while preserving the order of the rest of the elements in Q1. So what we're going to do is we're going to take everything out of Q1 and put it into Q2. So while Q1 isn't empty, put everything into Q2. So we're going to do Q1.pull. So we're going to pull everything out of Q1 and then just put it into Q2. And then we can put this element X into our Q1. And now this is at the front of our Q1. And then we're going to add everything back from Q2 into Q1. So we're going to do while Q2 dot is empty. Oh my god, I can't type. Okay. While Q2 is not empty, then Q1.offer Q2.pull. Cool. So all we did was we took everything out of Q1, put it into Q2, then we inserted our element to the front of Q1 because there's nothing in it, so this must be at the front, and then we take everything back from the Q2 and put it into Q1. So let's run this. All right, submit. Cool. So that's the 2 queue implementation. Now let's do the single queue implementation. So let's get rid of Q2. Just get rid of it, and we'll just everything else stays the same. So we just got to write the push method again. All right, so here's how we're going to do this. So let's pretend that our queue is currently holding 1, 2, 3, 4, and I want to put in 5, right? And you could think of this, so this would be like the front of the queue, the next thing in the queue, and you could think of this as like the top of the stack as well. So this would be the top of our stack, and this would be the next element in the stack. And let's say I want to put this 5 at the top of our stack. So this 5 needs to be at the front. But if I just offer in the 5 to our queue, it's going to go to the back. So what we're going to do is we're going to offer the 5, and so it's going to be at the back. So the way we're going to get this 5 to the front over here is we're just going to take all these elements, take them out of the queue, and reinsert them into the queue. And so that 5 is at the front, and then the other elements just get added in behind it. And the order of them will be preserved so that we can just keep repeating this. So let's say I want to add a 7. So if I take the 7, it'll go to the back. Then I'm going to take all the elements inside the queue and reinsert them behind the 7. So let's go over how we're going to do this. Or let's actually just code it out. So we're going to do Q1.offer X. So right now it's at the back of the queue. And now we're going to take this. We're going to create an index. So let's just say I equals 1. And we're going to say, well, I is less than Q1.size. So notice that I'm starting at 1 and not 0, which means I'm going to, this loop here, if I do, well, I++ is less than Q1.size, I'm going to loop through all the elements except the last one that I added. The last thing that I added was this guy right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do Q1.offer Q1.pull. So I'm taking all those elements that were in front of this element that we just added, and I'm just adding them back in so that they're behind this element. And let's just run it and submit. Cool. So that's how you do it with 1 queue and 2 queues. So if you like the video, you can give it a thumbs up or you can subscribe. Cool. Bye.